Tonight on NewsLink Indiana, Muncie Central High School will host not only an in-person graduation, but one in a new location. Find out where next.
And an inside look at a local business where the owner started and what he plans to do.
So sunny skies today, but warmer weather and rain chances are on the way.
From the heart of Ball State University, live from the Unified Media Newsroom, NewsLink Indiana starts right now.
Good evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Zach Jones.
And I'm Brittany Dobbins.
We start tonight with Muncie Central High School's class of 2021 graduating inside the Muncie Fieldhouse.
This information found in a release on the Muncie Journal was posted by an MCS spokesperson.
This is a switch from the graduation's usual location of Worthen Arena. This decision to move comes from the ongoing pandemic and its restrictions. The graduation is set for June 7th.
And speaking of Muncie Central High School, one of its graduates, it's making his mark on the community.
NewsLink Indiana's Anna Chalker is with us tonight. Anna, he's doing this through his business?
Yeah, Zach and Brittany. Now, the local John Tom's barbecue sauce was created by Lefay Piggies, and I talked to him about his journey, and even though he's trying to make money, it's more than just a business. For Piggies, it's a passion that's personal.
Because when you talk about passion, I realize that my passion has always been barbecue.
Lefay Piggies started John Tom's barbecue sauce in honor of his grandfather and his secret recipe.
Indirectly instilling this passion in me when I was a kid.
But being an entrepreneur was not his first career choice.
I wanted to be a broadcaster since high school. That's what I wanted to do, and I knew that when I went to college, that was what I wanted my career to be.
After 7 years of working in different news stations, he felt the need for a career change.
For my transition to be the barbecue sauce, I wanted to get out there and be an entrepreneur and see if I could do something with it.
After an immediate positive response, the sauce company grew to states outside of Indiana.
Some distribution in some of the bordering states, Ohio, Kentucky, Michigan, Illinois.
But back here in Muncie, John Tom's Barbecue kept its local home feel.
A mutual friend came to me and told me about the sauce. I tried it and loved it, and we ran it from it there.
Owner of Greek's Pizzeria, Mark Stoughton, made a special pizza of the month for the John Tom sauce to showcase the taste and the hometown brand.
Local people helping local people is always great.
Along with Greek's Pizzeria, Ball State Dining also showcases the sauce in its barbecue location and all over campus.
I decided to come back to my hometown in order to start this business. And I want to remain here. I want to grow it.
He knew the perfect way of giving back to Muncie was this sauce and the meaning behind it.
To be my big give back to my communities.
If you want to buy the sauce, you can visit their website at johntomsbarbecue.com. And Brittany and Zach, I know that all students on campus can have access to this. We have been able to buy it at North. You can buy it just by itself or with the food. And it's also anywhere else on campus too.
I'm not a big barbecue fan, but I kind of want to actually go and try it. I've never actually had it before.
It's probably one of the best barbecue sauces I've had.
Really?
It's
okay.
really great.
I never actually had it. I never even been to North yet either, so that's
Okay.
2 things to check off my list. Thank you so much, Anna. Now, in other new local news tonight, we've got some golden history right here in Muncie.
NewsLink Indiana's Grace Benkowski tells us what fast food chain has been putting Muncie on the map.
The history of a city can be found where you least expect it. For the city of Muncie, a piece of history can be found on Charles Street.
That sign was originally put up in 1958. It was restored in 2006 and then again in 2013. But it was one of the few, what now numbers just 3 across the country, that are still the original sign.
The sign has gained attention recently for reasons that simply just bring back memories to Muncie residents.
And my communications person, Chandra Parks, went ahead and did a post on it. And what we discovered, it's been one of the most highly shared posts that the city has ever done. So clearly it has had an impact. I think it shows that there might be some nostalgia. So those of us who are a little bit more advanced in age can remember those golden arches everywhere that we would go.
And according to the mayor, this is also a piece of history that is staying in Muncie.
I will do everything in my power to encourage the ownership of the McDonald's franchises here locally to continue with that sign. We think it's a great feature for the city of Muncie, brings back very positive memories for me, and my hope would be that they would continue to keep it up.
In Muncie, Grace Mankowski, NewsLink, Indiana.
The Bob Ross Experience premieres on CBS this weekend. His famous series, The Joy of Painting, was filmed right here in Muncie for WIPB TV, now Ball State PBS. The segment highlights the former studio, which has since been refurbished for Bob Ross fans to visit in Minnetrista. The segment starts Sunday at 9 a.m. Now, Brittany, I know I found myself watching some of those landscape painting videos he's made. Muncie could be a pretty good painting for anyone right now with that weather.
Oh yeah, the sunshine was so pretty today, and I really hope it stays around. Natalie, what can you tell us?
Yeah, sunny skies was the story today, and on the radar, we see that the clouds are starting to move. The forecast tonight, and those clouds are expected to increase as the night does go on. Later on, we're going to talk about an increase in temperatures above average, as well as precipitation chances moving in for this weekend starting Friday and moving into Sunday as well as sunny conditions to start the next week starting on Monday. Overall, it looks like a good next week. If you want to find out more, listen to my full wearcast later on.
All right, thank you, Natalie. Now tonight, a former U.S. Olympics gymnastics coach has died by suicide after being charged with human trafficking. John Geddert was charged in Michigan today with 24 crimes. He was head coach of the 2012 U.S. Olympic gymnastics team. The charges include sexual assault and human trafficking, as well as turning his Lansing area gym into a criminal enterprise. Geddert had ties to Dr. Larry Nassar, but insisted he had no knowledge of Nassar's sexual assault. He was also charged with lying to investigators.
Police are searching for one of two inmates who escaped the Henry County Jail. 26-year-old Jacob Van Pelt escaped last night along with 21-year-old Blake Tuttrow, who was captured at a nearby apartment complex. The sheriff's office says the inmates escaped through an unsecured door while a security check was underway. Van Pelt faces drug-related charges. Newcastle Police, Henry County Sheriff's deputies, and Indiana State Police are all involved in the search for him. Officers are under investigation following the Capitol riots, the latest in moments.
And how vaccine makers plan to improve the efficiency of vaccines after the break.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, Mitts will take you there.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Developing tonight, the U.S. military conducted airstrikes against Iran-backed militia groups in eastern Syria a little over an hour ago. The airstrikes are in response to recent attacks against U.S. personnel in Iraq and are the first airstrikes since President Joe Biden took office. Pentagon spokesperson John Kirby says the U.S. attacks destroyed multiple facilities at a border control point. NewsLink Indiana will stay on top of this and bring you the very latest tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. on NewsLink Indiana Midday.
Also happening tonight, 35 officers are under investigation and 6 officers have been suspended following the riots at the Capitol building last month.
Acting Chief of Capitol Police Yogananda Pittman says Capitol Police were prepared for the scheduled rally, which happened prior to the riot, but also says there was no credible threat indicating thousands of them would attack the Capitol.
I think that we were well in excess of 10,000 that traversed the grounds. But as far as the numbers that actually came into the building, we estimate that that was approximately 800 demonstrators.
Pittman also warned today that militia groups involved in that riot on January 6th want to, quote, blow up the Capitol when President Biden addresses Congress.
We know that the insurrectionists that attacked the Capitol weren't only interested in attacking members of Congress and officers. They wanted to send a symbolic message to the nation as to who was in charge of that legislative process.
Prosecutors now have former President Trump's tax records. The handover is part of an investigation the DA is conducting into whether Trump and his organization engaged in insurance, tax, or other types of fraud. The records reportedly contain millions of pages of documents, including financial statements and other work papers from 2011 through 2019. This comes after the Supreme Court denied Trump's last-ditch effort to keep the records private. The documents are subject to grand jury secrecy rules, which means their contents will not be released to the public.
In the latest in the pandemic headlines tonight, the 50 millionth coronavirus vaccine shot was administered today, as the nation could be just days away from a third vaccine. Despite the emergence of new mutations, experts say the spread can be prevented by continuing mitigation efforts. Studies also show some variants may be responsive to the vaccines already on the market, while vaccine makers look to boost efficiency against all strains of the virus. If approved, Johnson & Johnson's vaccine doesn't need refrigeration and only requires one shot for 72% protection.
Australian airline Qantas says it plans to resume international flights by the end of October. Qantas included the plans in its Wednesday release. However, not all of their flights will be returning. Only 22 of its 25 routes will resume. The company said fewer planes will run on each route with fewer passengers. Qantas is also looking into vaccine passports that would allow vaccinated travelers to bypass quarantine on arrival.
Now moving to some news that's a little out of this world, 11 million people now have their names on Mars.
The names are written on 3 tiny chips on board the Perseverance rover.
NASA invited people from all over the world to send in their names. NASA is calling it the Send Your Name to Mars campaign. The names were later scribbled using high-precision technology. The chips also have more than 150 essays by people that pitched names for Perseverance.
If you submitted your name, you can retrieve what NASA calls your boarding pass on the agency's website. If not, you can still sign up to send your name on future Mars missions.
Now, I know what that sounds really, really cool and awesome is that sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
And I really hope it sticks around, and I hope it's not too good to be true. Natalie, I hope it's staying around.
Yeah, it was still sunshine today, but we're really starting clouds moving into our forecast right now. Our temperatures are dropping currently at 35 degrees here in Muncie, but we'll talk more about warming temperatures in my full weather forecast.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Emotes say a lot, but they can't say it all. Think your guildmate is struggling? Try these dialogue options. Go beyond emotes. Check in with your guildmates at seizetheawkward.org.
Every day,
Millions of people are connecting
and even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together.
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an effort
to get to know each other.
On a deeper level.
Father,
Cosplayer,
Mentor.
actor.
it's time we take a step forward
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together
and discover
How accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Welcome back. The time is now 9:15. You're taking a look at Ball State University's campus. And what you can see there's still some snow, but it's starting to warm up apparently.
Oh yeah, I know. It was melting today. The sun was out and shining. It was just a little cold, but what was really keeping me warm was that sunshine, and I really hope it's sticking around.
Yeah, we saw the sunny skies today, but as the night does go on, clouds are moving into our forecast. On radar right now, we can see clouds start moving in, and if we zoom out here, we can see clouds moving into the south and actually rain into the southwest, moving south of our viewing area. Today, we actually reached a high of 45 degrees, and compared to last week's Thursday, they only reached a high of 25 degrees Thursday. So over the past week, we've seen a difference in 20 degrees from the high today compared to last week's Thursday. This warm-up is expected to continue. However, tonight, temperatures are still dropping. We're at 35 degrees here in Muncie, 35 in Indianapolis, and 37 degrees down in Shelbyville as well. Overall, we are sitting in the upper 30s to mid-30s range tonight. Those temperatures are expected to continue decreasing as the night does progress, reaching a low of 23 degrees below freezing tonight, with a west-northwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour, with increasing cloud cover as the night does continue on. For tomorrow, however, those clouds are going to move out of the way in the morning, and we're going to reach a high of 45 degrees tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. However, a chance of precipitation moves into the forecast for tomorrow evening, and we're going to track that out on Precision Cast here for you. By 2 p.m. tomorrow, we can see that cloud cover is out of the viewing area most of the way, but by the time you leave for work tomorrow, around 5 p.m., those clouds do start moving into the forecast. By 10 p.m. tomorrow, we can see rain is mostly over the viewing area, and that rain is going to progress into Saturday morning. However, around 8 p.m. Saturday morning, we're going to get a cutoff in the rain for a little bit, making for partly sunny conditions for our Saturday. However, that cloud cover and rain changes move back into our forecast come Sunday morning. Around 10 a.m. we see those clouds and that rain move back into the viewing area. For tomorrow night, we do have that rain chance moving in with a low of 30 degrees for tomorrow with rain showers and a southeast wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For this weekend, however, we're going to reach temperatures breaking the 50-degree mark. 53 for our high on Saturday, and those partly sunny conditions after those AM showers move out of the way. And Sunday, we reach a high of 55 degrees with mostly cloudy conditions after those showers move out of the way in the AM as well. These increasing temperatures and rain showers moving into our forecast means we're getting closer to spring. We are officially 23 days to the official start of spring on March 20th. I don't know about everyone else, but I'm ready for the snow to start melting, warm temperatures, and sunny skies to start moving into this forecast. On our 7-day forecast, we can see we have these rain chances move in this weekend and sticking around for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and sunny chances for skies on Monday with sunny conditions and only a high of 43 degrees. But those sunny skies look like they'll be sticking around for the remainder of the week, guys, and I'm ready for sunny conditions.
Yeah, so am I. So what I'm hearing is that there's going to be quite a bit of rain, right? Rain chances.
Rain chances, yeah.
But then it starts to get sunny about next week, right?
Yeah, starting Monday, we're going to experience sunny conditions, and those sunny conditions are expected to stick on for most of the week.
All right, thank you, Natalie. Now what's coming up in sports, Hannah?
High School is looking to make a push for sectionals here from the next, and Ashlyn Brown is grabbing rebound after rebound, so many so that she's broken quite the record. Find out which one after the break in sports.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to theshelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Problems. The ones nobody talks about at cocktail parties. We go looking for them. No matter the obstacles, no matter the odds, we surround a community's most critical problems, and we fight. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
It doesn't take a scientist to cure hunger or a fancy economist to create safe housing. It takes imagination, creativity, sweat equity. And I think of kids going to school hungry. Hunger, homelessness. In this land of plenty, seriously? Come on, we could fix this. Help out, or don't. The choice is yours.
Weeknights, NewsLink Indiana brings you the news before you go to bed.
But Friday mornings, you're waking up with Cardinal weather. We've got the latest news headlines.
Freezing temperatures have set in all the way down in Louisiana.
One man dead after flooding in Venice, Italy.
Up-to-the-minute weather conditions.
Cold temperatures are the story this morning.
And of course, lots of fun.
It is not
What
funny.
on earth is happening there?
I feel sorry for the little guy.
I've got my socks on. Annie with her curly hair, which is actually never curly. Join us Friday mornings at 8 on Facebook Live.
Welcome back. I'm Hannah McElroy with sports. The Yorktown Tigers basketball team has had a successful season so far, sitting at 13-6. Head coach Matt Moulton talked to NewsLink Indiana's Joey Moore about how he's feeling heading into sectionals.
They've won 5 sectionals in their history, only 5. So we are definitely starving for a sectional championship.
The 105th Yorktown Tigers basketball team looking to continue this year's success to be just the 6th team in school history to win a sectional championship. Lots at stake and a 13-6 record going in, and the seniors are going to matter most in getting a win.
My 2 seniors have just elevated not only their games, but just elevated us collectively as a group.
To start the season, the Tigers had one thing in mind.
So our goal all season is we want to get to the championship night of sectional.
The Tigers have a long road ahead. Next in round 1, Hamilton Heights. Leading the Huskies, Gutch Etchison, a 2,000-point career scorer, averaging 31 points per game. But as the old cliche says, defense wins championship.
Of course, we want to play our good, hard-nosed Yorktown Tiger man-to-man defense, good hard-nosed defense with good fundamental principles.
If you were to walk into the gym here at Yorktown, you'd find Coach Moulton and his team getting ready for their first-round sectional matchup against Hamilton Heights. Even better, his son's there working with him.
But yeah, it's tough to be a dad and a coach at the same time. You're wearing a couple of different hats, but you got to, put the right one on at the right time.
Despite trying to smooth out their coach-player relationship, Mason Moulton has still been working hard in the gym.
But he's great. He's a great kid, and I appreciate him, and he's one of the hardest workers on the team.
In Muncie, Joey Moore, NewsLink Indiana.
Tigers and Huskies will square off Tuesday night at 6 in Newcastle. Keeping it on the hardwood, senior forward Ashlyn Brown is officially women's basketball's all-time leading rebounder. Brown already hit the milestone of 1,000 career rebounds, so it was time to clean up some more glass. Going into the game against NIU, Brown was sitting at 1,026 boards. By the 3-minute mark of the first quarter, Brown had 3 rebounds, making her the all-time leading rebounder. She then went on to end the game with 9 more, putting the number to beat at 1,038. Brown also led the team in scoring, dropping in 26 points to complete the double-double. Softball is stepping back up to the plate at the Coach B Classic at SIU tomorrow. After having their season cut short last year due to COVID-19, the squad is returning in a doubleheader at 11 o'clock. They take on DePaul, followed up by St. Louis at 1:15. The team is coming in as number 1 on the team ranked in by the NCAA RPI rankings, with all 9 position starters making a return, as well as 3 starting pitchers the team is looking to continue to pick up where they left off. Now, I always get so excited for softball. It brings me back to my high school days. I'm just thinking about getting in the batting cage.
Right, and you said they had a doubleheader, right?
They do have a doubleheader, so even more softball.
What's the rest of the schedule looking like? Are they playing conference game? I'm obviously going to be playing conference
Yeah, they're going to
game,
be playing quite a few conference games, so it's going to be really excited, and I can't wait to see where they place.
All right, thank you, Hannah. Now, a firefighter helped a woman give birth alongside the road, but who it was may surprise you.
And one Morgan State grad is giving back. Find out how next in Trending.
Baby, you see, I cannot set you free. My lonely days are gone. That's why I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna let you go. No, never gonna let you go.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Never gonna let you go. Never gonna let
Hi.
Can you help me?
I got it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared. So start now.
Right now?
Right now. You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Time for us now to take a look at what's trending.
Joining us now is NewsLink Indiana's Blake Dollier. Blake, what do you have for us?
Well, we've got quite a bit on tap tonight here in Trending. A California firefighter got to put his skills to the test on Wednesday. He helped deliver, yes, his own baby on the side of the road. How wild is that? And it's safe to say that's not exactly the way most people do it. I certainly wouldn't want to do it that way. Contra Costa County firefighter Carl Toffler says he and his wife were on the way to the hospital and then they realized the baby just wasn't going to wait. How precious is that? Now talk about the pressure, but Toffler said his wife was the one who did all the hard work. The baby girl came so fast and they haven't even picked out a name because they've just been so busy with everything going on. A man who dropped out of college for financial reasons has given the school its largest ever private donation from an alumnus. This is Calvin Tyler. He had to leave Morgan State University after 2 years because he couldn't afford it. And, well, he decided to give back after a successful career. Tyler then became a UPS driver, one of the first 10 in Baltimore, Maryland. He worked his way up the corporate ladder to Senior Vice President of Operations, and then he later happily retired in 1998. Now, almost 40 years after dropping out of school, him and his wife, Tina, were able to donate $20 million. Yes, $20 million back to Morgan State University to give back. And just how heartfelt is that? After, a tough break for him, he was able to come back, make a successful career, and just be able to give back to those who maybe aren't as fortunate.
Oh yeah, definitely a feel-good story there, and I can't believe the firefighter. That's just crazy. You can never expect
on the side of the road. I mean, you hear crazy stories like that on the news all the time, but to think what if it were you? It's what if it were you? You were the one that got to do that, and just how special.
I know. Well, thank you so much, Blake. Now let's talk about the weather. Natalie's gonna final look at the 7-day forecast.
Yeah, once again, we have that rain moving in starting to tomorrow night, lasting until our Sunday. However, sunny conditions are coming back for our Monday with a high of 43 degrees, and those sunny conditions are expected to stay as the week does continue for next week.
All right, thank you, Natalie. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to join us again tomorrow morning for our sister show, Waking Up with Cardinal Weather.
And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night.